Here you can mention that particular email ID what we received here, right? Just copy this one, paste over here. Yeah. Company you can give. So I'll say any company, give the password. Yeah. Net to cars. It will ask that please verify your email. Okay. Here, if you want more time, you can also just add 10 more minutes. Okay. Here, this inbox, you see one mail already we received. Click over here. That particular mail we received. It's showing that verify your email address. Right? Just click over here. Meanwhile, you can add some more time. Time added, you can see that you have that again 10 minutes validity for this particular email ID. Okay. So we got that. You can do other, next, other, complete. So after this, you do one thing. Do a sign out, because once you create this particular account, the second time onwards it will ask some kind of authenticator and all. Okay, so best practice is to do the sign out. Then use that particular email ID. Give the password. See, it will ask you that Google Authenticator similar. I'll go with that Google Authenticator. I just need to install any kind of Google Authenticator inside your mobile and scan this particular code. Okay, so when I'll scan, then I need to provide that number what I received in the mobile. Yeah. This is the recovery code. Okay, you need to copy somewhere for your future purpose. Do one thing, only copy this particular email ID and save somewhere in your notepad or somewhere handy. Okay, so that you will utilize next time onwards. Then continue. Our job is done. We don't need this email ID now. Okay, it is there in your mobile, and you can just paste that more. You have to keep somewhere this particular email ID, right? And password you already have and you remembered, whatever it is. Okay, so once this setup is done and now we don't need this email ID, this job is done. We are having validity for 13 days now. So when you are coming to this particular screen, I need to do the setup. So let's set up this one and give project name. Let me keep as it is. Continue. We're having that configuration. I'm having that Snowflake account already I have created. Just need add new connection. Here you can see the adapters, Snowflake, account, database, and warehouse. Those details you will get from your Snowflake account. Here you can see that account details. Here this will be that account identifier. Will go to this config. You can see this. Just copy this one. Database. Again, this database details I'm sharing from this account, Snowflake account. Okay. If I'll select this database, the cloud, then this is the database. I'm going to and warehouse, particularly. I choose that computer warehouse. That option will come here. And just save this one. Okay. Once you save this particular Snowflake account details, come to this credential part. Anyone?
Sushil, so after successful login, can you explain one more time? So
After successful login,
yeah.
Sushil, there was a lag for me also. So I couldn't see
which one you want to see?
that database, the Snowflake screen which you have opened.
Uh-huh.
So my question was this account SFTP data, SF underscore test database, is it already created by writing
Yes,
this?
it is already created in my account.
Okay.
So you can create your own warehouse or any your
Okay.
database. Okay, that you can share. And for me, compute warehouse is there, and database I'm utilizing SAP underscore test. Okay, so that one I just copied over there.
Okay. So we have to create in Snowflake and then copy uh, and then paste it into the
Y-
DBT.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. This account section you are having, right? You are having all those details. Just in that go to config file
Okay.
and create that whatever database you are having. Suppose I am having SQL practice DB
Okay.
and I am having the demo. It will automatically changing, right? You can see this
Mm-hmm.
one. So
Okay.
this which database you want to configure in DBT, those details you can share. Okay, this part is clear, right?
Yes.
Warehouse we give, database we give, and this account. These three details we have to give.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So this one Snowflake, right? Configuration file.
Yes, this is from the Snowflake. You go to your Snowflake account main page.
Okay.
Here account is here. Okay, just
Okay.
view account details. Here you will get account details. Just go for config one. Here account. You find this one. This particular thing you need to paste over there. Database and warehouse. Okay, whatever database you are choosing, a new warehouse. If you are creating yourself any particular warehouse, that you can configure. Any database you are creating, those details also you can configure. Okay.
Okay.
So once we gave this account details, database and warehouse, we need to go to this particular credential part. Okay, we saved this one. Then we'll go to credentials. This analytics project. I can see that this project doesn't have a development environment. Please configure your development environment. We'll configure here. Connection, Snowflake. You can see this Fusion compatibility is showing, right? So by default, this database DBT engine will be Fusion. So here you have to give this development credentials, username and password, and key pair authentication. Okay, so any practice we used to have this username and password setup, but whenever you go to any industry, right, always they are having that key pair authentication. They do not share username and password. So we'll create this key pair authentication. How we are going to utilize this key pair, we'll see that one. So once I put that key pair authentication, it is asking username, private key, and private key passphrase. That is optional. So we need to create this particular private key part. Okay, so let me go to that Snowflake environment where we will create this private key. This is my Snowflake environment and choose database. Uh, Small correction. This key pair private key, what you are telling that we need to create that one using that OpenSSL. That is nothing but from the PowerShells. Or if you are having Linux or Mac system, from their terminal you can create that one. Okay, let me open this. Okay. Oh, hope my PowerShell skin is visible.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there are some commands where I already installed that Git bus. Okay, so that's why this when I keep this particular Git path of this OpenSSL.exe, it is showing that inside program files git and WS export there it is there, as well as that program files, then git user bin is there. Okay, so two location it is having. I have created on top of this. There are some commands. Let me share that one. If you are checking, you can see as well. Okay. Message. Give me 1 minute. Minute. Yeah, the chat window. Hope you received this get child item, that path we got, right? This is the command get child item, this path, and then the next will be we can have this particular command. This particular command to create that private key. Okay, then the second one is that for the public key. Let me paste that one as well. So you got this two key, then you need to view that particular key. Just this one to view this private key. The next will be put. This is for public key. Okay. You got this one first one to see the path where it is there, and then you need to create that private key, then public key, then we can see this private key and public key. So once you generate, I already generated this private key. Okay, so that's why I'm not generating it again. Once you got this private key and public key, just copy that public key only, okay, from here, and go to your Snowflake environment. Check that your particular user, alter user, whatever your username is there, then set this particular public key, RSA public key equal to this one. Once you do this setup, it will show that statement executed successfully. Okay. So here your private key is generated, right? Just copy from this begin, okay, and tell this private key in, copy this one. You go to that key pair, then username. private key, whatever I copied, just paste it over here. Then you can give that schema. If you are already created, you have already created this schema, you can give this one, or else you can give any schema that will be automatically created. Okay, just giving DBT test. This thread is the number, if you want to utilize more parallel processing. Okay, so if the thread number is more, then it will use more compute of that particular warehouse. Okay, so target name is default. You got this one, private key, right? How to generate and how. Then do the test connection.
No.
You can see that it is complete. Test connection is complete, right?
Do you have
My,
document, Sushil, this one to follow?
I already shared last time, yesterday only,
Okay.
but I'll share
All
it
these steps
again.
are there, right? Okay,
Yes,
okay,
all
no
these
problem. Yeah.
steps are there, but the thing is that while creating this, if you are using Windows, then you can create using that PowerShell. If you are into that Mac or Linux, I need to follow some kind of different setup to generate
Okay.
this private key.
Yeah, Windows only main. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you always to utilize this private key concept. Okay, let me save it.
So, can we create more than one Snowflake connection from DBT?
Yes, we can create. So we are having different environments, like you can create that dev, UAT, and production environment. Again, when we are having that projects, right? So you are into that finance project and the sales project. Okay, different project. It is connected to different warehouses. Okay, so that time you need to give the setups, right? So each particular project, you can have that warehouse setup, and once warehouse setup is done, you can utilize that one. Means you can connect to multiple Snowflake warehouse and schema. Okay.
For each database or for each Snowflake account, so we need to create a private key, right? For each Snowflake account or for each database.
See, for each warehouse setup you are doing, okay, you are doing the Snowflake warehouse setup now. So for this, we created this private key. Okay, so once you get generated that private key, then you just need to paste here the key pair authentication. So if you are utilizing Databricks or any different Snowflake account, then again you need to create for that one.
Okay.
This will not work because we hope you remember this one, this step.
So suppose if I create another Snowflake warehouse, so
Uh-huh.
we do multiple, right? Yeah. So again we need to create one more one. So same thing.
You can see that whatever key we generated, one public key generated, right? Then I did this alter user, this one. So this is the setup we are doing to utilize this particular warehouse. Okay. If we will not do this
Okay.
one, it will not work.
Okay. So my question is, so we are, so when we do work, we are switching, right, a warehouse. So suppose it's no, almost performance low. So that time also we need to create another warehouse, right? Then same key will private key will work, or we need to create another one. That is my question.
No, that one will only work because you are creating that is account admin level. Okay, so that
Okay.
particular one
Yeah.
it will
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what. Okay. Yeah. See, these are the things we need to bother about, right? So as a data engineer or something, DBT developers, these are all the admin, right? They will do, right? All the installation, all the configuration work. No need to bother, right? Our end.
No, you don't need to bother about that creation part, but you need to bother about one more thing. That is when you are joining in any organization, right? And
Yeah.
you are going for that DBT setup, right? So what you will ask for the day one for this DBT cloud setup? You will ask that username password? No, right? If
No.
you will say that give me that credential username password, what they will predict? They will simply say that this guy didn't work anywhere, right? Because no one is using that username and password. The intention behind this is to show you that how that their authentication we can do, so that it will help you to know that these are the different ways how we can connect to the DBT cloud, right?
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Once this setup is done, then we are having that setup a repository. This thing, if you are having that Git account created, then we can utilize this Git clone. I can see that the Git URL it is asking. Hope you
Sushil,
all have created Git, yeah? Yes.
yeah. Yeah. Sushil, I just set up a Snowflake's connection string,
Mhm.
but I gave like a username password by mistakenly, and it got created. The setting got created, but I don't see that a schema name. So whether it's by default it goes at public, or can I go and update to my own schema? Because I don't see any option after creating the connection string to change the schema name in the from the DBT side.
Yeah, there is an option. We'll see that one. Okay. Once this setup is done, I'll show you where you can get.
Okay, sure, thank you.
Okay. So here you can do set up that Git clone details. Here you can see that Git add the SSS Git URL. It is asking to import. I already did this setup. Okay. So um, hope my Git screen is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see this code part is here. We are having SSH here. Git at the rate github.com, then your project detail. Just copy this one, paste over here. This one again giving one key. Okay, so just copy this particular key. Go to the setting part. Here on the top you can see settings. Here where deploy key is there, right? Here you can add that deploy key. Get that deploy DBT over here. Allow write access, add key. Okay, so this is set up what we have now. Next, we can do the next. Yes, our project is ready. We did a setup for the Git. Because for the first time, you need to do that start developing in the studio. You can say we have a direct connection to that particular branch details, what you said. If you want to change the branch, you can do the change branch as well. Check out. You get all your details here, right? So before doing anything here, you just need to do one thing, like one macro setup you need to do. When macro part will come, I will see that one. But just I'm sharing this details. Why, if you will not keep this particular macro, by default, DBT will create underscore some schema details. Okay, so that will it will generate by default. It will not pick the details like you are providing that database name dot schema name details, right? So that particular database schema it will not pick if you are not giving this particular generate schema name macro inside the macro folder. Okay, you need to this particular macro. Okay, so we are having these options. So, Bijay, what you are telling that you are unable to find out that particular schema name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We want setup CLI. Okay, one option is there, setup CLI. Okay, here all those credentials you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Private key. You can edit. Settings.
Okay. Yeah, it's there.
It's here, no? You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yes.
Here you can see one thing. DBT Fusion is there. Let me edit. If you'll see this DBT Fusion, it is showing a latest preview. Change your engine as well. If you want to go for the DBT Core engine, that you can do that compatible DBT Core, or and then that latest one, formerly known as the versionless. You don't have any versionless, and now that latest one is the Fusion. Okay, by default is taking Fusion. If you have some uh, kind of non-compatible things like DBT docs is there, that is mainly compatible with the DBT core, that is not compatible with the DBT Fusion. So if you'll go with the DBT Fusion engine and you will try to generate DBT docs, it is not going to work, right? So on that basis, you can do the changes as well over here. Let me keep that one. Here you can have the connection details.
Yeah,
You
it is.
got it, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. So, well, under that, next to the schema, we have a target name. So by default, it's showing the default. So what is the
Default.
target name?
Default is let keep that default one. Okay, so when we are going to set up that YAML file, there I'll show that mainly if you are having that DBT profile part inside the DBT core, there you are configuring that one, or else in that YAML file I'll show where you can configure that. We can have that target dev, target prod, or target UAT. Those things we can configure. Keep it default. Okay.
Okay,
Don't
sure.
change.
Thank you.
Okay, so these are all the setups you need to do. Coming to that key pair authentication, one more thing I wanted to show that So any organization you are joining, right? You are having you don't do this particular things like as Kumar mentioned, right? You are not going to get this particular URL and then you need to log in using that DBT using your username and password. As I mentioned that you supposed to have always that key pair authentication. That is the industry standard. Okay, so if you are utilizing this username and password, then you are compromising your particular credentials, right? Any CI/CD you are doing, Airflow setup or DBT Cloud setup. Okay, everywhere we are having this key pair authentication. So that is the intention behind that to show you that how particularly this key pair authentication should work and how you're going to authenticate DBT Cloud using that key pair authentication. Yes, I'll share this. I already shared yesterday, but I will share again in that group. Okay, this is one thing. And as I mentioned that when you are going for any organization, right, they are give this credentials as we saw this initial time. We log out that one, then we started logging in, right? So we are having that SSO always. Any organization you go, whether they are using any systems like Mac systems or Windows system, they will have that particular authentication. Yes, Ram, I will share that one, and I already shared in the WhatsApp group as well. I will share that one in the YouTube. Okay, so that SSO, you have to do the setup. You don't have to do any kind of setup. Just if you are having some kind of data and all those things, as you can see here, you will get that DBT UAT, DBT prod or DBT dev kind of things. You need to request for this particular pen, DBT pen. You want production environment or UAT environment or development environment, right? Once this support guys approve that particular pen, you will see as you are seeing that AWS is here, right? AWS prod is there. This NA prod role, different role is there. So you just need to click over here and then it automatically asks for this authentication process, that key pair authentication process, and you need to get those key pair from any kind of a repository if it is there, or anyone, your lead or manager, they're going to share that particular one. Okay, so in that group I mentioned that from the day one how I or anyone who is already working in the DBT, they'll get to know that you already worked or not. That is the one reason why I was showing that key pair authentication. Okay, so if you'll ask give the username and password to connect that particular DBT cloud. Okay, so then you are exposing yourself only. Okay, so don't do that one. If you are putting some experience and going on any organization, that is okay, but try to don't do this kind of mistakes. Okay. So today we have seen this installation part. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow we are having that data modeling part. Okay, so where we will have that dimensional modeling. Okay, so here we have Mr. Malay Padi. Malay bhai, you are here. Hello, Malay bhai, are you here? Okay. He is going to take these two particular data modeling sessions. Okay, so where you will get to know what is the facts and dimensions, data vault part as well. Okay. These 2 days, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, this 2 days is particularly data modeling, because without data modeling, it is very difficult to understand those concepts, right? So before doing any kind of a transformation, you should at least know some kind of a modeling, what is facts, what is dimensions, and how are you going to have this data vault? Yes, data vault as well, he'll say. He is an architect and almost 20 plus years of experience in the industry. Okay, he'll have better clarity and all those things. Okay. Yeah, yes, Malabai. You can speak.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. So as you said clearly, data modeling is actually the backbone of any data engineering or any DBT or any project. So you need to understand all the concepts and as well as the application part. So hopefully, Sushil, you will share some of the documents related to data modeling, right?
No, I have not said. I will share it today with them. They
That is
can.
I said. You can share it, and they will come prepared. I think the people have some knowledge about data modeling, right? Yes.
Yes,
No.
we are all having knowledge. I'm working in Data Vault with DBT.
Oh, awesome. Then you can guide us. Who else have knowledge on dimension modeling? No one.
I have relative experience into dimensional modeling.
Okay. So what about the rest of the people? They have any knowledge about data modeling? Ram, all this information Sushil will be sharing.
Yes, I'll share it. No,
just a minute. Let me ask this question again. Anybody who worked on except Dipti and the other guy, right? Data Vault. I didn't see his name. May I know your name, sir? Vijay, right? Do you know Data Vault? Who is said he knows Data Vault?
I think Akash.
Somebody, somebody said, right?
I have Rinku this side.
Rinku, you have for sure, I know, but somebody
Yeah,
said
modeling and data vault and dimension model.
Yeah, sorry, I'm talking in mute. Akshar. Yeah, I'm talking.
Akshar. Yeah.
Okay. Now, for sure, Rinkuji, I know you must be knowing everything. I'm just asking other guys actually. Rest of the people don't have any because we need to set up the context regarding to that. Okay, if you know, we can fast move into maybe data vault or dimension modeling. If you don't have, then I will start with the refreshing all this term. So it depends on you as your audience. So Sushil, you might be taking their input if they are not okay to share here the knowledge.
I will do one thing. I will create a pool. Okay, those who's having we'll see that how people are having those knowledge or not. If they do not have, I'll share with you, Malabai, that details like how many are familiar with this data vault and dimensional modeling, or if it require. It will be better. We'll start from the phrase. Okay, so in 2 days at least,
Only thing is
basic
that Rinku and Akshar should not get bored. They will be joining me. I will be making mistake. They will be correcting me. Correct, Rinku and Akshar, right?
Yeah.
Pronouncing their name correctly, right? Akshar?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have some fun thing, something about data modeling, how it is called dimension modeling and how data vault comes into the market. But the more will be shared by Sushil, I think, and those things you should go through. Any people have done ER modeling in their BTech or something?
OLTP also people used to have that data modeler is having, right?
Yeah, Erwin is the data modeler, but anybody has experience into OLTP, designing OLTP, order system?
Yeah, those relationship, one-to-one, one-to-many, how it is.
One-to-many, one-to-one.
I think due to this AI, people are not interested much into the modeling, but
Okay, if they're not
trust me,
interested,
guys.
then it will be okay. We can skip that one.
No.
But
We'll see.
Malay, better you have data modeling with the data vault and just show how hubs, links, satellites built through DBT.
so if I
That is
start
case, I
data
think.
vault, Akshar, data mm, data modeling is not completed, right? And not every place data vault will be come into place. Um, you know, right, where is dimension modeling comes and where is data vault is
Yeah,
into all these things.
correct. Yeah, I'm aware of.
So data vault is not everywhere applicable. So most of the thing project, as per my experience, we work on dimension modeling. Data vault,
Yeah.
when
And
you
that's what
maintain
I
the
think.
history.
Even I have 12 years experience in data warehouse.
Mhm.
So most of the projects are dimension nowadays, if you see the trend, most of the projects DBT involving in data vault as well. That's where opportunities are picking up. That's the reason I'm asking you here. Otherwise, no issues.
Correct. And do you maintain multiple satellites?
Yeah, correct. Multi-satellites.
And how do you decide the satellites? Just for my reference, I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's
Not
as
putting any
long as if
tricks.
the data is keep growing, right? So at that time we keep increase the satellites data, right? For that purpose instead
But
of
how do you filter
thinking.
the satellites? Just for my information.
Okay.
Means which satellite? So you should keep on increasing the satellite, right? On a
Yeah.
particular hub, right? Multiple satellites to the hub, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you decide that which you have 2 satellites, 3 satellites, 4 satellites?
Yeah, that's design. That's all modeling, right? So in the modeling, we are going to depends on number of the how many links we have to maintain between links and hubs. That's going to decide.
No, that is perfectly okay. I'm asking, a particular hub have multiple satellites, correct, Akshay?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. For example, I'll Rinkuji, help me out, if I'm saying anything wrong. You can correct me here. What I'm saying is that dimension, we have SAD type 1, type 2, type 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. And where we apply SAD type 1, type 2, and type 3, correct?
Yeah.
Similarly, my question is, you have multiple satellite to connected to with hub, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you decide multiple having the multiple satellites? What criteria or what are the conditions?
Yeah.
Just because that you will not add another satellite, right?
Correct. Yeah. Whenever the data, when you keep changing, right? So and also frequent data is going to be applicable to multiple tables. That time
Perfect.
we
So that is
do.
what the answer I'm looking. For example, let's say customer has a multiple customer hub has a multiple satellite, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which satellite, how many satellites will create? Let's say we will create 2, correct?
Yeah.
And which one will go to 1 and which one will go to 2? How do you decide? Just now you said.
Yeah, it's all depends on the changing of the data, right? So
Correct.
what is
So,
most frequently
so,
going to change?
so to go there, right, you have to know little bit of dimension modeling.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And moreover, if you do year modeling, dimension year modeling is very not exactly close, but it is close to data vault, right? No?
Yeah.
Because dimension modeling we go for normalized or denormalized.
It's denormalized, right?
Correct. So so we have to know all these things. Otherwise, if I directly go to data vault, it will go maybe will go a little bit higher. My intention is not to um, not to make you uninteresting the data modeling, make you interesting. So that is the reason I'm asking.
Yeah, sure, Malay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
No, I hope you are clear, right?
yeah, I'm clear. Yeah.
Okay. Rinkuji, if I say anything, you can add. Akshar, you can add also. So it will be like if you go through all this process, it will be helpful for them.
Exactly.
Yes. Thanks. Yeah, Sushil, it's all yours now.
Yes, thank you, Malay, coming and asking those things and clarifying the doubts. We'll have tomorrow and the day after tomorrow 2 days for this data modeling. I know this is a very less time period, but we'll see that how the audience is responding. So if they are having more interest into the deeper way, we'll see this in future. Like we can add some more concepts as well, because I don't know that 2 days is not enough to basically to go that dimensional modeling as and data vault. Okay, so the thing is that we'll try to cover as much as possible in this 2 days. But if you want to go deeper, please let us know so that we can plan some kind of a more session to particularly data modeling, data vault, or dimensional modeling.
See, how much knowledge we require. So main thing DBT, right? So to survive in DBT, so how much is the basic required or something? What? See, that's
See,
what.
for this interview perspective, okay, so for these 2 days is enough. Okay, so you want to go and work in the DBT, then you need to explore more because this 2 days knowledge will not be sufficient, frankly speaking. You need to explore more when you are going for a DBT, because modeling is the backbone of the DBT. Without data modeling, you can't survive. You can't see. In our example, we'll show one or two things and very less amount of data. But in when you go to any company, they will having multiple projects. They are having multiple tables and data sets are more. Okay? That time, I don't want you need to suffer, right? So at least you should know the basic things. What is the dimensional modeling is, how to create the facts, how to create the dimensions. Those things you should know at least.
Okay.